Hello everyone and welcome to another DevStream Summary video. This is a summary of the stream that was live on the 4th of March where we focused on adding the track list to the NMSFM. Veritas Velez, who created and maintains the NMSFM, the No Man's Sky radio station that plays music created by the No Man's Sky community using the Bytebeat devices, gave us access to the track names and artists that feature on the station. During the week, I worked on adding the track list to the web version of the Assistant for No Man's Sky apps, and I want to give you a quick explainer on how we get this data into the apps, because I think a lot of you will find it interesting. Veritas Velez has an Excel document where they list all of the tracks in the different sections and in the order at which they appear on the radio station. This document is hosted on a file hosting service, which won't be named. We don't want the apps to get direct access to this file. This would mean that the document would need to be set to public and that the apps would have to do some processing work in order to understand what is inside the Excel file, which is too much work for these little devices. Luckily, we have a server that we can use to do the processing. This server is one of the few that the Assistant for No Man's Sky apps use for online data, such as HD images of items, community spotlight items, community mission status, etc. So the server will download the Excel document and then process it and return the result to the devices. Now, this document can stay private with one additional account having access, the AssistantNMS server account. The mobile devices will now have very little to no work to process on their side, but there is a slight problem. The time it takes for the AssistantNMS server to download the Excel file and then process it takes between 1 to 4 seconds depending on the server loads of both the AssistantNMS server and the file hosting service.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
We can't have the response take that long. To solve this, we use caching. The server caches the result of the NMSFM track processing so it can respond to the request almost instantly. The server just needs to ensure that it keeps the cache data relatively up to date. We don't want to serve data that is too old. With all of this in place, we can now get the NMSFM track data, and all that is left is to display it in the apps. During the stream, we worked on displaying the NMSFM track data, and it went pretty smoothly. And then we discovered a small issue. Shall we try and search for something? Captain... Oh, you can see all of Captain Stephen's up now. Oh, I did not notice that. They're duplicates. We ultimately went with displaying a list of unique tracks in alphabetical order, because at the moment, there isn't a good way to display which track is currently being played in the list. This is something that I might add in the future, although I'm not sure that I would be able to figure out which track is currently playing better than Zeno FM does. Just out of curiosity, we tried using the image I showed last week as the loading icon in the apps, and it worked. Kinda. After a bit of work removing the CSS, which the device can't use, and only using the SVG properties that it can support, we got something a bit closer to what I showed you last week. We then spent a lot of time using dart animations to get it to bounce up and down, since we couldn't use CSS anymore. And after some time, we got it perfect. Luckily, we went through a few of the pages in the app and noticed one place where the new icon doesn't work. The pull down to refresh on the Steam branches page. So for now, that page will use the old loading spinner until I can figure out how not to have the loading icon peek out from behind the app bar. Feel free to join our Twitch stream where we work on features like these and get surprise visits from Edison. I stream every Thursday, 5 PM GMT. And in the next stream, there will be some cool new stream toys to play with. You can get a few sneak peek images in our sneak peek channel on Discord. Invite to that and the Twitch channel link down in the description. To be honest, most of the time that you will see Edison he will just be sleeping. He is a sleepy boy. The app is only possible thanks to the donators and Patreon supporters of the apps. Not only do they make it possible for me to spend more time on the apps, but they also get to test potentially unstable features. They get early access to 100% working features. If you would like to get some of these Patreon supporter exclusives and you can support the apps, please check out my Patreon page, link also in the description. Huge thank you to all of my current Patreon supporters. I really appreciate all of the help, and I hope that you all enjoy the exclusive features, early access to videos and posts, and exclusive streams. Special thank you to my top tier patrons, The Farlander and ADHD Snow. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please hack the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!